Where to next?
Let's hope.
Hells.
Beware. It's opened.
There's magic keeping...
Where?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells.
Be wary.
It's opened. I wonder what's back there.
the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye. The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
I'll give it a shot. I feel better. Someone else arrived. Might be other survivors. Not everyone made it out alive. What's in here? Dead. Good. Another step forward.
We are trapped. Help us.
Mind flayer horticulture. I need a quick word.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return. A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. Who am I? Your only chance of survival. We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Still breathing, despite everything.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the... Not now. We must go to the helm. Control over the ship, or do you wish to die here?
One day I'll catch a break. Better not be cursed. Open up.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Weak machinery.
The man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive. Psionic energy radiates from the prisoners, but they do not react.
She made them hostile. Sometimes the only way out is through. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
time for stragglers.
Warding runes. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
Are you satisfied? We need to go!
Hurry! Please!
If not over, then through.
Come on! Get me out of this thing!
The construction is too alien.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Keep looking!
The console appears dormant. Nothing. The console remains dormant. The console hums to life. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority. You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
At last. Thought I was done for. I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company. Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way. I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. But that'll have to wait. Are we going to help each other or not? Are you sure about that? Better odds of surviving if we help each other. I'm used to it. Good luck. And thank you for your help.
We're nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say. Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
We need to get out of here. Now.
Taste my fury.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
You bow, or you break.
Another step forward.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead.
Swift and lethal. My path be true. It's clear. Hurry, before they strike. On the move.
Take this, or Zarya will have your head.
What path lies before me?
My path be true. Focus. We need to reach the transponder.
Come a little closer.
such a break.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time. As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull. The chaos of the crash site confuses the landscape. You'll need to find a settlement or landmark, and you'll need to do it quickly. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
I see what type of pills it is.
The center has just been given an extreme makeover in Ark Survival Ascended, bringing the Shastasaurus, newly updated terrain to explore, and of course, the Pyromane. Anyway, the center has actually never had a fond place in my heart, but I'm hoping with these changes, the center can climb the ranks to be one of my favorite Ark maps. But to put this to the test, I've decided to spend the next 100 days on the center collecting these 6 artifacts, oh geez, defeating the alpha bosses, and most importantly, taming an otter, naming him Kipper, and having him survive for the whole 100 days. But this all might be an impossible task. Alrighty, day 1 on the center, spawning on the center. Oh god, I already messed that up. Anyway, I spawned Tropical Island South, as it's the only legal place to spawn in when you're joining the center for the first time. It's the island with the blue obelisk and a bunch of other resources, in other words. Anyway, I actually forgot to name my character. No name? Oh, I forgot to name it? Did I forget to name my character? Oh, well, it looks like I'm human. But I was actually talking in my chat because I was streaming the first 10 days of this challenge, not the voices in my head. Moving forward, I turned off both clouds and fog because even though Ark Survival Ascended has been out for over 6 months, these features still make frames drop like flies. But after sacrificing a little bit of ASA's beauty so my PC could regain the will to live, I started grabbing every resource off the ground that I could, including thatch, wood, stone, and fiber. You guys already know the basics. They've been the same for the past 9 years ever since Ark Survival Evolved started all of our Ark addictions. First, craft a stone pickaxe, and then use said stone pickaxe to smack a rock. Then use the same pickaxe to smack a tree. After that, learn the stone hatchet engram and craft on the resources that you just learned with your stone pickaxe. Not sure why I'm actually explaining this since I said you guys know these basic steps literally 2 sentences ago. Anyway, hide. I need it. And unfortunately for this poor dodo right here, he's looking mighty skinnable. That was a crazy sentence. So anyway, I proceeded to beat the life out of the dodo with my hatchet and then, you know, skin it. And after getting a whopping 12 hide and 8 raw meat, I put some more experience points in my stats as the dodo had also been kind enough to give me some experience upon its demise. Nice, he gave me some levels. And after putting these points into my stats, I also learned some more basic engrams with the engram points the dodo supplied me. And I soon figured out that the parasaur was running away from a dilo, which reminded me that I'm pretty vulnerable on this beach right now. Even though it's an easy spawn zone, this place is still no joke. It's tough out here on these streets. Anyway, I decided to craft spears that I had recently learned how to make to keep myself safe. Hence the flint farming, which provided me 1 spear. And after that, I moved a little further inland where there were a ton of bushes that I picked for their fiber. And with that fiber, I crafted a full set of cloth armor. Awesome. Alright, we got a full set of cloth. Yeah, I know the drip might not be cosmetical like it was back on Scorched Earth, but I'm just trying to survive right now. So anyway, I put on my cloth armor and then hit another rock and a tree purely out of spite. Just kidding, I was making a campfire to cook some food and, you know, stay warm. Night was already falling on the newly updated center map, which meant one thing. My day cycle was set way too fast. I hadn't changed it from Scorched Earth, which was definitely the problem, as Scorched Earth always has a weird day cycle, but I'll whip it in the shape over the next few days. In the meantime, however, I began crafting a few more spears for extra protection just in case I lose them or they break, which is bound to happen. Dude, there's so many dilos around here, what? Yeah, I'm probably gonna need those spears here soon. And soon actually turned out to be now, as I decided to pick a fight with a level 90 dilo for some more meat and hide. But right after I threw the first spear, a siren signaling the end of the world started blaring. Oh my god. I hope you guys cannot hear, but the tornado siren is going off behind my house. There's not a tornado, it just goes off the first Wednesday of every month. So I was safe, but this dilo wasn't. And that's because I soon ended his existence on this arc with my stone hatchet because one of my spears broke and he managed to tank the other 2. But don't worry, I picked them out of his dead corpse. And after harvesting the dilo, I farmed up another spear to replace the one that had broke, but I was then jumped by a pego. It didn't take anything of value, but I simply killed it because I hate these little thieves. Anyway, after skinning the pego, I returned back to my campfire just before the end of the very short day and collected a few pieces of meat that I managed to cook. The morning of day 2 came really quickly as the day cycle was still too fast, but I would adjust that shortly. Remember how I was gonna kill weaklings? Yeah, that idea quickly turned 180 degrees when I spotted a parasaur running for its life, so I became Granty the Protector. Ooh. I'll protect parasaurs. Ow. And the meat would be a great contribution to what I call progress, or narcotics. Whatever. I was now 1 level away from Bolus, and I also wanted to tame me a parasaur as soon as possible to really get that narcotic production going. And like magic, the levels brought themselves over to me in the form of more thieves. Oh! Well, I needed to kill something. Oh! There's more of them. The other Pego chose life after it saw what happened to its brother, and nonetheless, I appreciated the donation. More experience. There's a Pego with a spear in it. Now, I did intend on actually killing the other Pego, but as I said, it chose life, and the art god showed some mercy. Well, I've acquired a Pego. Alright guys, what do I name the Pego? I did not want you. Alright, I'm naming it Rat. No, I hear another one. But this one would not get the same treatment because I still needed XP and hide. Die. Alright, let's go back to my campfire, get some more cooked meat. Talking about leveling up, I got jumped by a local compy gang, but I quickly showed them who was boss. Oh, I got them all. Free hide and meat delivery. Awesome. And they gave me just enough experience to actually level up. Finally, I had enough level to craft bolas. So I started gathering all the necessary resources around me to actually make some bolas so I could then tame a parasaur. Alright, how many bolas can I craft? 5? I'll take it. So after taking a quick look into the engram page and crafting menu, I had one, and it was ready to send some clueless creature to sleep. And that clueless creature was of course gonna be a parasaur. Level 20, 15. Yeah, you're coming with me, buddy. You will be my pair. After hitting it enough times to give it a concussion or permanent brain damage, it actually did go to sleep. And I gave it some mayho berries to try and make up for it and to tame it. But during that, I also unlocked the saddle engram. Oh, awesome. I might be able to craft it. Oh yeah, I definitely can craft it. Let's go. So I dropped a tree and picked up a few bushes, and boom, just like that, the saddle was made. Okay, we're about to have the parry. As usual with these challenges, I named the parasaur Parry, in honor to all the other parries in my past videos. But then I got interrupted by a dodo that clearly did not respect me or parry, so I had to put him down. Oh, hey there. Oh, to sleep. Second try does it. Somehow, I couldn't find the missed spear either. Where'd that spear go? Hello? Perry, where'd that spear go? It should just be on the ground. Now on the spears. So I made a few new ones. Let's get some more spears. Alright, time for me and Perry to conquer this arc. It actually does look really cool. I'm impressed. And conquering almost always begins with eliminating the weak, so another dodo had to be put down in the name of progress. Some dilos, a dodo, not a happy dodo, but it's a dead dodo now. My idea now was to make a raft, and so I can have a mobile base before settling down anywhere permanent. But I was still missing a few levels actually to be able to craft a raft. Gotta find a better way to level up. Metal. That would be the answer to my XP problem, as I need some metal both to progress, and farming it does give a bunch of XP at these low levels. On my stroll over and past the obelisk, I ran into some bugs that would provide me a little bit of chitin for when I would eventually need it to craft a PT saddle. Meganora? I'm actually gonna kill these Meganora. I'm gonna need chitin at some point. Now, I thought if you killed a bug in one hit, the other ones wouldn't notice, but... Oh yeah, and these Meganora give decent bugs. Okay, oh! I killed your guy in one swing, how did you know? I swear if he kills things in like one shot, they don't aggro. Anyway, if I remember correctly, both metal and crystal spawn up here just at the edge of the hill. I'm hoping they didn't move metal nodes. Oh no, there's metal nodes right there, awesome. So I got the farming. Day 3 began with scaring myself. Oh, why? Oh wait, it's my Pego. It scared me, dude. Back to what I was doing, I have the metal, time to get some crystal as well. But the stone pickaxe was really not cutting it. But I did get just enough to craft what I wanted, being a spyglass, so I can now see creatures that are worth taming from a far distance. And I got what I came here for, so it's time to head back down to the beach. And while reading chat, I also got ambushed by a raptor. However, I was able to teach it a valuable lesson. Oh my god, I'm killing you. Don't mess with Perry, buddy. I'm learning that the hard way. I stopped by to pick some bushes and chop down a tree to make a few more bolas while I traveled. And I still did want to make a raft, but I was a few levels too short still. And since the smacking meta didn't give me enough experience, I decided I would be crafting cooking pots instead. And I also demolished the ones that I crafted to recycle them. Climate activists would be proud of me right now. Anyway, after a few more smacks and another cooking pot, I reached level 16. Alright, now I should be level 16. Okay, raft. Now what do I need? Hide, fiber, wood, pretty much everything. One parasaur's worth of hide would be enough for the whole raft. And for the fiber part, spamming E on some bushes did the job. And a culprit for a donation was also soon found. Oh, 15. Yep. Sorry, buddy. Natural selection.
Give me your skin.
So I just needed some wood, which now happened to be everywhere around. It was time to get mobile. Finally, raft. This should give me a bunch of experience too. Ooh, 3 levels? That's what I'm talking about. Progress was coming along nicely. Next up, I had to make some forge so I could start smelting some metal and get some better tools. So I ventured back into the engram page to discover that I could unlock all the important upgrades that I would need. And having unlocked all these essential engrams for the progression of me, it was time to farm the necessary resources as well. And I guess this Dilo heard me yapping and offered itself as free hide. Oh, 145. Not up. I'll still kill it though. I hear another one. No, don't eat that. I just killed that. So of course, I had to put the other Dilo down for his sins. Unfortunate, but at least I got a little bit of high. And I needed a little bit of extra flint and fiber for the forge, so I picked a few bushes, smacked a couple trees, and destroyed a few rocks as well. Alright, we have a forge. Leveling up in the world. After a quick relog trying to fix my day cycle again, I placed down the forge on my raft and began smelting. Now, what am I gonna need for a smithy? More hide again. What? It's almost like Ark just wants me to keep killing innocent creatures. Little do they know, I don't feel that guilty when doing so. Is that the high level parasaur? Yes, can't kill that. 1-4, jeez. They're all high levels. Of course, at that moment, I was taking care of easy pickings first. Oh, perfect. I didn't even hear you. Just walked into it. Hide acquired now, I was only missing stone, which I quickly gathered. And when I got back to my raft, I grabbed the rest of the metal from the forge and made a smithy. Being only day 3 and me already having a smithy is pretty cool, don't you think? Anyway, the first thing I was looking to upgrade was my pickaxe, but I was still missing a few resources. Pickaxe. What? More hide. You know what else I need more of? Once Human. But Once Human isn't a resource, obviously. It's an awesomely weird game that just came out on July 9th. Once Human is a free-to-play post-apocalyptic open-world survival game that me and Perry have been playing, and I can say that it's pretty awesome. But Perry, what do you think about it? I think he said he likes it too. I don't know. I don't speak Parasaur. Anyway, Once Human has a world like no other. It's 256 square kilometers, so almost 4 times the size of this map right behind me. And it has quite possibly the most interesting creatures I've ever seen. Seriously, what is that? That's terrifying. You see, in Once Human, you're an evolver that has to explore the post-apocalyptic world with these terrifying monsters. That's literally a bus with legs. These things are actually called deviations, and they can actually be captured just like you can tame dinosaurs in Ark.
Nice shot!
And deviations are your doomsday survival buddies. They can help in combat, home building, and guarding the homeland. Once Human also features realistic visuals and graphic details that are simply immaculate. And just a little fun fact about Once Human, you can play co-op, so you don't have to explore this crazy and scary world by yourself. That's why I make Perry play with me, because otherwise I would probably get too scared and just hide the whole time. Anyway, on top of all this, Once Human has challenging dungeon bosses, a diverse script life, and both PvE and PvP experiences, and best of all, great loot. And trust me, I know that it's great loot because of how many terrible supply drops I've opened on Ark. So download Once Human on Steam using my link below right now, or you will make Perry sad. And once again, it's free, so make sure to use my code that's on the screen right now. Alright Perry, let's get back to work. That's Parasaur's too high level for me to kill. What can I kill? What are you? 100? Maybe? I'll try. I threw all of my spears right into its head, but it was still somehow standing. So a few smacks with my hatchet later, and thank you for the free hide. I really want to build in a cool base location. No idea where I'm going to build though. I think I'd like to settle in one place from the start. And then it hit me. Oh, I gotta build on the floating island if I'm playing the center. It's just like, it's something you gotta do. Anyhow, back at the raft, I finally made the metal pickaxe that I wanted. And I also made another campfire to cook some meat. Okay, more food cooking, always nice. I'd like to make a hatchet. I guess I forgot the one that I originally made back on that beach. Time to upgrade my trusty hatchet as well before I leave. Alright, I'm gonna go farm a bunch of metal and crystal on the top of this mountain, and then we'll start sailing around looking for like a pteranodon or something. So I ventured up the mountain once again. I knew I could find a bunch of metal and crystal laying around here, since the spawn locations of resources didn't really change from Ark Survival Evolved. So I got a bunch of metal, which was made much easier with the new metal pick I got. And I also farmed a little bit of crystals since I was already here. And I actually filled up my pockets so I could barely even move, and I headed back out to my raft. It's starting to get pretty heavy. We'll head back to base with this. Oh, I hear raptors. Time to go. But as usual, I had to get attacked by something, but fortunately, it was not much of a threat. No! Get away! I'm about to hit snipe. Oh my god. Oh, Barry. We're setting sail. Looking at the forge, it had ran out of fuel, so I got some more wood before finally taking off. And with the forge filled and my thirst extinguished, I set off for an adventure. Alright, let's set sail though. We got a bunch of metal smelting. Let's just explore. Let's see what we can find. See what they change. I was yet to see any pteranodons in the surrounding area, so instead of continuing straight, I took a detour to more inland. And at first, I still didn't see any pteranodons. Where are all the pteranodons at? And the search continued all the way into the night. But after traveling far enough, I eventually laid my eyes on one. Oh, there's one. Day 4, time to see what kind of PT we're dealing with. Where's that bird? 95? Honestly, that's not bad. I might tame that. So the plan was to stick around the area for a little bit while I tame this pteranodon and become high level enough to actually craft a saddle for it. We're making landfall. I started off by cooking up some narcotics. Also, I tried farming in peace, but these little ichthyes kept testing their luck with me. Oh my god. You don't want it, buddy. You don't want it. You got domed. Hopefully this will send a message to all the other ichthyes that want to mess with me. Anyways, I was gonna settle down with just a bow, but seeing how fast I got XP from making narcotics, I waited just a little bit longer and unlocked the crossbow. And of course, I quickly made one, and soon I had everything ready to tame the Pteranodon. And you know, it's time to put this bad boy to sleep. Alright, now where is this PT? One small issue, however, the Pteranodon was not cooperating at all. Hey, down here. Really high in the air. This might take a while to land. While the PT was taking its sweet time goofing around, I quickly shifted my focus to something I'd spotted in the water. Oh, an otter! Kipper. Kipper, guys, we're taming a Kipper. New change of plans. We're taming a Kipper. Initiate mission, acquire Kipper. Where's the otter? Oh, piranha! I packed up one of the piranhas and started looking for the otter again. Where'd he go? Kipper, where are you? Eventually, I spotted him again, and the taming process now begins. Oh, he's right there! Where's that piranha body? Come here. Kipper. Got something for you. You will be my Kipper. Also, it seemed like these annoying birds still didn't learn their lesson. I've got to take care of this ichthy now. But a shot to the dome took care of it. While waiting for Kipper to lose enough food, I also made some more arrows and then went back into the water to hunt. Fish, fish, fish. Need more fish. Come on. Where's all the fish at? It's like none around here. What? Maybe I should be careful of what I wish for though, because there were definitely fish around me, just not the type of fish that I actually wanted. Giant saber-toothed salmon. Will that work? Really? Oh! Oh, don't kill me, don't kill me. No. We gotta get out of the water. No, 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 no. 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 Oh, no. All right, there's a spawn not too far. We gotta run back. If only I would respawn exactly where it shows on the map. At this point, I still didn't know how much that one piranha actually screwed me over. Should've made a bed. Dang it. And the Ark's elements had different plans than just letting me run back to my stuff peacefully. Dude, it's hot up here. Hot it was indeed. Too hot. It was literally scorching and I was being basically burnt alive. And I wasn't able to make it too far before I gave into the heat. So this is gonna be an issue. But it's now time for attempt number 2. What? Did I spawn in the right place? No, I spawned way too far. How hard can this be? It's just a little heat. I wish distance was the problem because it wasn't. Simply the temperature alone forced me to stay underwater. And if I even poked my head out, I was being basically burnt once again. Dude, if it just wasn't scorching hot, dude, I feel like I'm playing Scorched Earth right now. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, Granty, why didn't you just swim? Well, that's because nowhere was safe. I couldn't stay in the water too long because I would either drown or get eaten by piranhas again. And I couldn't be on the land because once again, it's scorching outside. Oh, and he thought it was just the weather against me right now? No, Dilos formed a gang to attack and eliminate me. Dude, it's just too hot. Get back in the water. And I'm broken bones. Shoot. If I stay right here. Oh no, but now I got the Dilos. Alright. You know, attempt number 3. It's finally starting to cool down, I think. Just gotta get to the water. As it was slowly getting colder, I once again had hope of getting back to my stuff and back to taming Kipper. And at last, the day was slowly coming to an end, and I actually managed to get back to my body. Finally, dude. Please. Come on. My stuff's right there. I'm making a bed. I'm making a bed. Oh my gosh. Of course, the first thing I did was make a bed. Bed. What do I need for a bed? And the Ark Gods decided to actually give me a blessing before the sunset. Oh! Hey there, perfect timing. All it took was me going through absolute hell to get you. With the PT asleep and a bed made, I returned to the original task at hand, being acquiring Kipper. Kipper's over there, so I'm gonna sail my raft over there. But not before getting harassed first. Dude, what? That's my Pego. No, give Rat back. Give Rat back. Rat, get over here. I hate these things. No, Rat! I'm not gonna be able to get to my raft, dude, so I'm just gonna get killed by piranhas. Day 5, we lost a good friend. The ichthyes got their revenge on me in the end. Rat was never meant to be, that's true. Alright, but Kipper was meant to be, that's for sure. Anyway, back to the mission, acquire Kipper the otter. I need a fish, preferably not a piranha. I found the saber-tooth salmon, which should give more taming effectiveness than the simple fish I was using earlier. So I obliterated it and fed it to the otter, and also hopped back on my raft to heal a little bit. Kipper's going to survive. It's the last thing I do. So I healed up to about half of my HP, and it was time to feed Kipper the last fish. Kipper should be hungry again. I wasn't looking for any oversized fish since the taming bar was basically already full, so I just killed the first poor thing that I found and I claimed my Kipper. Kipper, come here. Come here. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, Kipper, buddy, my life's complete. Not really, I've still got to kill some bosses, but we have a Kipper. I swear I'm not gonna lose this Kipper. I've lost every single one of them in the past, but after such a difficult tame, I just gotta make sure it survives all 100 days. Next, the Pteranodon was still taking a big slump on the beach. I'm just gonna tame Yanorami. I don't feel like getting hurt. This would also buy me time to level up as I was still a few levels short of the PT Saddling Grant. This is probably gonna take a lot of farming. We've got a power level like 11 levels. And a Dilo came over to help me out on my XP grind. Oh, no, no, no. I hear a Dilo. Okay, good. It aggroed on me. 150? What? Oh, no. So I put it down with a few arrows to the dome, but it only gave me a little bit of XP, so back to cooking pots, I guess. I bet in the videos you can say back to cooking pots, I guess. Sounds like you watch a lot of my videos. It's pretty accurate. Looking up, I spotted another Pteranodon that I could tame. 90. That's not bad. So a bola and 2 tranks later, we got 2 PTs waiting to tame. And the first Pteranodon was now actually tamed, and due to popular demand in my chat, I named it Gary. Oh, tamed. Alright, people have been asking for me to name this kid. What? Okay, I thought its head was mixed up. Gary. Alright, now, just gotta get high level enough to make it a saddle. Meaning back to the cooking pot grind I go. After the craft, place, demolish cycle, I was finally now level 38. And now I just have to actually get the stuff to craft the saddle itself. What do I need? I swear I have chitin, don't I? Or did an ichthy eat it or something? No, I do have chitin. Anyways, I moved my raft along with Perry and Gary to a safer spot away further from the slowly approaching Spino. Other than that, I continued farming, making bolas and arrows to get more hide with. Hide being in the form of a nearby parasaur, which I chopped up using my hatchet, but sadly, it got eaten by Gary, who's way less efficient at farming resources. Next parasaur, I guess, this time Gary is indeed on passive. I also quickly packed up a Dilo, cause who likes Dilos, right? I'm even sure if Gary was on neutral at the time, he wouldn't want to eat that. Let's venture over here. Hopefully I can find some buggy boys or something. By something, I meant turtles. And when I did find one, unfortunately, I gotta put it down. But I'm gonna do it a more vegan way, you could say. This is gonna take a while, but I should have just done this with arrows. I don't know what I'm doing. It's dogging on my parasaur. So to make sure we don't lose Perry, I parked him and continued putting arrows in its head. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta harvest it before piranhas. Okay, I got a decent amount of keratin from it. Back to looking for some more chitin or keratin. Come on, Meganora, Titan drones. The one time I'll ever ask for them. Where are you? And I was about to open a supply drop, so prepare yourselves to be disappointed. Can I open this? Probably not. Oh, I can. Oh, trank arrows and a harpoon gun. I'll use the harpoon gun, but I'll take the trank arrows. Okay, never mind. Seems like the art gods actually kind of listened and decided to give me better drops, unlike back on Scorched Earth. But I guess my luck wasn't gonna stop there either, as I soon ran into this. Another Pteranodon. 145? Hello? I'm knocking this out. And the turtle was, well, absolutely perfect. I can get keratin while I tame the PT. Alright, let's knock it out mid-turtle kill. So back to harassing Oogway. Better give me 15 keratin. That's all I want. But I only got a measly 8, so turtle number 2, prepare to die. So I finally killed the last turtle, and that gave me the keratin that I needed for the PT saddle. 7 keratin, dude. 6? 7. Yes! PT saddle fiber. Okay. And as the day became night, I collected the remaining fiber and gave the 145 PT some narcotics so it would stay asleep. On day 6, I discovered a cave. However, I was not yet ready to explore it. Is that a cave? Oh! Is that a bear cave? Yeah. No thanks. Kinda forgot those were on this map. Anyway, I saddled up my Pteranodon and dropped my stuff back off in my raft so I could actually move, and took off to find some prime meat for the 145. And while looking for potential victims, I spotted another PT that I gotta get. Oh, 135? I should knock this out though. If it's a female and I have a breeding pair, that could be great. Back to killing though, or looking for easy prey. I did find a level 20 Rex munching on a Diplo, and I could use it to try and get some free prime meat if I swoop in just before he eats it, but then... Oh, RG25, we can kill this. So while Gary tanked the hits from the RG, I kept feeding it arrows until it took a nap. An eternal nap, that is. Thank you, Gary. Give me prime meat. Give me prime meat. 1, 2. Screw it, that's enough. So I flew back to the 145 PT that was still waiting for me while it was asleep, and it showed appreciation to my freshly acquired prime meat by getting tamed right away. Yes! Alright, what am I naming this crazy bird now? Name it Rocky? I kinda like Rocky. Alright, honestly, I might try and pack up everything and move to the floating island. Oh, I don't have a good way of getting Perry there. Could just abandon Perry. As heartbreaking as it sounds, I didn't have any way of transporting Perry over to the floating islands at the moment. But perhaps I'd be able to stop by and pick him up in the future. That is, if he still doesn't get killed. Okay. Dude, honestly, let's pack up. I'll just have these guys hold stuff. And then Perry, I'm gonna have to abandon Perry. Sorry. It has to be done in the name of progress. He was a good Perry. Maybe I'll come back for him if he lives. Kinda doubt it. I threw away most of my useless stuff, like berries and the harpoon gun, just so I could carry all the important stuff like resources. Backing up. This is a risky move, but we're going to the floating island. Build a base there and just expand it over the 100 days. Something inside me just really felt off about leaving Perry behind, but it had to be done in order to move on. But don't worry, this is not the end of the road for Perry just yet. But if you feel like it, say justice for Perry in the comments. islands. And I slowly made my way over to the great giant floating island while periodically landing for stamina. Pretty nervous, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely does look cool. But my PC started working overtime when I got inside. Okay, this does look like it was redone. FPS, not feeling good. Oh my, 30 FPS. I'd really like to build here. Might turn my graphics down. I can hear my PC like cooking, dude. Those fans are spinning. I assume you guys wouldn't want to watch a PowerPoint presentation slideshow every time I enter my base. Let's go up top. Let's see how it is up top. Cause like I'd like to build somewhere that looks cool, but 30 FPS where I'm basing at for the whole video, not optimal. So I'm gonna have to compromise a little bit and look for a less laggy spot to build. Hooked on the beauty of my surroundings, I was completely oblivious to the danger that was stalking me. This could be cool. This could be a cool place. We got water right here. Let's get a sip. Oh! Oh no! Okay, they can deal with them. They can deal with them. Okay. Probably should have scoped out the area. Oh, that could have been so bad. Anyway, I continued searching the land. I did spot a top of the pillar that I kind of wanted to build on, but it wasn't all that big, so I would just run out of space in the long run. And I wanted to find a base for the rest of this 100 days where I'm not gonna have to move. So I flew up to the highest point of this island and looked around to consider my options. Let's take a good look around the map while we're up at this high elevation. But I couldn't really think of anything just by looking back, so back to flying around, I guess. Shortly after taking off, I came across this interesting space that actually did tick all the boxes. This cave's cool. I like this. Dude, maybe we set up in here, because I can probably defend this pretty well. So after considering all of my options, I decided to settle down right here. It was a nice looking spot that looked kind of safe, so I can easily set up in here. This is looking like a cool spot, guys. I'm kind of vibing with it. There's a few small entrances I can block off and defend. We've got good access to outside. That's definitely the biggest entrance I'm gonna have to block off. Got some resources. Got some water down there. So it was settled. Glowy mushroom cave looking base spot. I was digging it. Set up my base right here, under these mushrooms. So I placed the first foundation, followed by a bed, of course. I'm not making the mistake of forgetting a bed ever again. Anyway, I then farmed up even more foundations and placed a smithy and a forge. I think I'll just go with an open base layout. I also made a sickle to make farming fiber a breeze. Sweet, got a sickle. And I got to gathering it. I'll place a bunch of forges here, dude, once I have them. Alright, let's unload the PTs. Day 7 began with farming some wood and metal just to have it smelting in my forge while I do side quests. Let's repair the tools, and then I think I'll just farm up a bunch of metal and have that smelting over time. Really don't want to lead stuff up to my base. I think an RG might be the next tame on the agenda. I think I was enjoying smacking metal nodes a little bit too much. On all the metal. I'm metal hungry. I'm yet to find oil, so I'm just gonna get metal. Feed my metal addiction. But I don't see that as a problem. I mean, you could always have more metal, right? You can never be rich enough to not need more metal. Probably said by some smart ARC player. Back to what I was doing. So, RG. And RG's gonna be the key for me to being able to farm up and build a decent base. They're not hard to tame, luckily. I really wish I had parry right now. I need to farm narcotics. So that's what I get for leaving them. I already had enough tranks to knock out an RG, so I was just missing the traps. So I unlocked the stone structures and flew over to a nearby rock formation in front of my base to farm some stone. You really deserve that. I know, I'll get them at some point. Maybe once I get the RG, I'll go get him. Alright, yeah, I'll make that deal. Once I get the RG, I'll go get Perry. But I'm also going to need an RG saddle, and I am so far from being able to unlock that saddle. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, but I need an RG. The farming continued as the sun rose, and on my way back to my base, I got an idea. Dude, honestly, I could probably trap an RG and tame it inside my base, which is probably what I'm going to do. Alright, I have everything to tame said RG. Now it's just finding a good one. And I actually found a good one. It literally appeared right in front of me, begging to be tamed. But I just, ooh, 135. I'm taming this right here. So as planned, I assembled a trap near my base and went to grab its aggro. Follow me. Come on. Got it. Easy. And I started pelting it with trank arrows. It's getting bloody. Thankfully, it went to temporary sleep before it gave into permanent sleep. Alright, let's knock out. Let's get this guy some prime meat. The only issue was, once again, my level. I was 19 levels away from getting the saddle engram, and at this stage, the leveling process slows down a lot. Guess I'm gonna have to figure out something along the way, so back to what I was doing, getting prime meat to tame this. I know it would technically be cannibalism, but I don't care. Still wearing cloth armor, just now realized. I need more prime than that. So I continued harassing the local RG population for prime meat, and levels, of course, all in the name of progress. Oh, there's a Dodic. I need to tame that, no matter what level. Hey there. 25? I'll tame you. Just a quick detour to delete this RG because it looked any fun. Oh yeah.
Tons of prime meat. That's what I'm talking about.
I returned back to the RG that I knocked out, and I fed its prime meat, and now I can peacefully tame the Doad as well. I also made some arrows and began the process of befriending the Dodo. Of course, by shooting. How else did you think I was gonna tame this? Like, make friends with it peacefully? No.
Oh, is this thing bloody? Looks like it. I hope I don't kill it.
But it went to sleep just in time. And with the Dodic fed, I flew back up to my base and started thinking.
Alright, I've got to find a good way to level up.
And by started thinking, I meant asking my chat what I should do next.
Oh, I already named. What should I name this?
Artemis was a cool name suggested by one of my viewers.
Dude, I kind of feel like exploring. I'm not gonna lie, we've been doing a lot of grinding. I want to explore the map.
On a side note, I also upgraded my attire as cloth was a little bit outdated now. Day 8 started with me dripping out my new armor.
Ooh, wait, I kind of want some drip. Okay, I wore the outlaw stuff on Scorched Earth, so I'm gonna wear drifter stuff now.
Now that I can look fresh, I can get back to what I originally planned to do, exploring this map.
Let's just go explore the center, dude. Fly around.
My first stop would be to the infamous Lava Island, as it already seemed to have a major makeover just from looking at it this far away.
Let's fly over to Lava Island. I want to check it out. It doesn't really look like Lava Island. Lava Island, Barry, got any lava? Dude, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I haven't been to it, but it doesn't look very lava-y at all.
One interesting thing about the Lava Island, though, was the new dino.
How do you tame a Pyromane? And should I be concerned going to Lava Island? Like, can they stun me like Shadow Manes or something?
And yeah, the Lava Island looked a lot different since ASC. A lot more green, jungle-y. I don't know.
I don't even see any smoke coming from the volcanoes. Pyro is aggressive, but am I fine if I'm flying around, like in the air? Like with Shadow Manes, you still gotta be careful in the air. No, they don't stun? Okay, nice. Good to know.
Anyways, I got distracted by a drop in the